When we first told the tale of two clean cities in 2003, Minnesota had just 75 stations offering E85 fuel to the public, and that was up from just 2 in 1998. Since then, local promotions and countless one-on-one sales pitches from Minnesota Clean Cities coordinator Tim Gerlach and his team have increased awareness and demand for E85 to the point that now over 200 E85 stations cover the state, and the campaign for E85 has taken on a life of its own.
I think we've had to evolve with the program as it has grown. There is no way that we can show up at every station and do an E85 promotion at every station with every dealership every week. We find ourselves helping other people do it, or teaching other people how to go out and do the mission, if you will.
And increasingly, the E85 battle cry is being taken up by car makers. Ford has begun an E85 awareness campaign in the Midwest and has shown a flex fuel escape hybrid concept. And Chrysler has announced they plan to sell 500,000 FFVs by 2008 and will add the Jeep Commander and Grand Cherokee to their flex fuel lineup in 2007. General Motors has taken a more ambitious approach with its nationwide Live Green, Go Yellow E85 campaign.
What if we could live green by going yellow?
Yellow is E85 ethanol.
What we're trying to do is we're trying to educate the public so they understand that there is at least a partial solution available today to reduce our dependence on oil, to use a renewable fuel, which is E85. But at the same time, we're trying to make sure that the infrastructure gets developed to the next level.
And to aid in recognizing the over 400,000 flex fuel vehicles they plan to build this year, GM will now equip them with bright yellow gas caps as a constant visual reminder for drivers to use E85 whenever possible. Not surprisingly, progressive car dealers are realizing the benefits of E85 as a sales tool.
We used to have to go to car dealers and beg them to talk to us. And all the time, we were trying to tell them that this is a marketing tool, a way they can sell their vehicles that gives the consumer a choice. I think we see a lot of the local dealers that understand what it means to their community. They have corn growers, they have an ethanol plant, they see what the price of gasoline is and what it does to their community. This is a fuel that's made right there in their home.
Just as the drive to increase awareness of E85 fuel has moved to the next level, so has the production of ethanol. There are nearly 130 ethanol plants in the U.S. with an annual production capacity of 4 to 6 billion gallons of ethanol per year.
Now to the south of us, in Iowa, I think ultimately they'll have 21 or 22 plants. The Dakotas, Wisconsin, other states are coming online as well. So the amount of ethanol in the market is increasing considerably.
There are now over 600 E85 stations in the U.S., but a full two-thirds of those are concentrated in the upper Midwest because, frankly, that's where the corn is. While ethanol is already a common additive to gasoline to boost octane and lower emissions, for E85 to replace gasoline nationwide, we must investigate more efficient ways to produce it to make it truly economically feasible. Fortunately, our nation's leaders agree. President Bush is pushing for research into ethanol made from cellulose plant materials. Now, these are materials like grasses and woody plants that, in addition to corn, could produce ethanol.
Our goal is to make this new kind of ethanol practical and competitive within 6 years. By applying the talent and technology of America, this country can dramatically improve our environment, move beyond a petroleum-based economy, and make our dependence on Middle Eastern oil a thing of the past.
And in New York State, Governor George Pataki has proposed major tax incentives for ethanol producers and for buyers of flex fuel vehicles. If such policies take root there, many more East Coast states could follow suit. Brazil's all-out commitment to sugarcane ethanol in the past 3 decades has made that country's drivers nearly independent from imported petroleum. In the U.S., though, motor vehicle demand for petroleum far outpaces ethanol production capacity. and resolving nationwide E85 delivery problems remains a high priority. Still, ethanol and E85 are making a tangible difference right now and hold the promise of even greater rewards for our motoring future.